All right. Hey, team, welcome to our Thursday night call. It is February 25th, 2016. Holy moly, 3 rank ups today. This month alone, we have had 17 rank ups. I don't know about you guys, but that's freaking amazing to me. 17. So let's congratulate our 3 newest rank ups today. Oh, I forgot to mute peeps. Hold on. There we go. Congratulations to Jasmine Plant and Nichelle, who ranked up to Emerald today. So high five, ladies. Way to go. And huge shout out to Chrissy. Chrissy ranked up to Diamond today after being a coach for 50 days. That is unbelievable. So if everybody can give her a double high five, it looks like we're doing the emoji, like hands in the air, woo woo. So amazing job to the 3 of you. I am so proud of you. We got to celebrate with Nichelle in Dallas because she ranked up while we were there, which is even more exciting. So if you did not check out our edited, clean version of our dancing, you should go check it out. So congratulations. I am so incredibly proud of the 3 of you. And like I said, we had 17 rank ups this month. That is unbelievable. Our team is on absolute fire, and I could not be one prouder mama coach. We're going to go with that terminology. So I'm going to do some quick shout outs. We have 57 coaches on the board with Success Club points. 57. That is the most we have ever had. I was looking at the numbers today. So we have 57 on the board with Success Club, and we have 18 locked in. So that means a lot of you need to hustle to keep reaching and helping new people. I believe that every single one of you, if you want to, can lock in Success Club 5 with no doubt about it. That means inviting. That means pushing harder. That means follow-ups. That means reaching out. That means being present on the calls. That means your national wake-up call. If you want it, you're going to go after it. So shout out to, I'm going to go really quickly through the list. All of these people have locked in Success Club 5. Amanda Hooper, Darla Kelly, myself, Chrissy, my husband, Morgan, Stephanie Parks, Layla, Nichelle, Sammy, Katrina, Anna, Jasmine Sandoval, Lindsay Sessions, Kelsey Paulson, and Joy Cassie. So 18 of you have locked it in. I am challenging to have at least 30 people on the board with Success Club 5 by Tuesday. Remember, Monday is the last day to lock in Success Club for this month. So all of my new Emeralds, and there's a lot of you, all of you right here, if you lock in Success Club 5 or higher by Monday, you get some amazing leads from Beachbody. So talk about your upline, figure it out. Can we do a quick celebration, guys? Team Fire to Get Fit is officially 400 coaches. Amazing. That is exciting. And y'all don't look very excited. Thank you, Nichelle. Nichelle gave me high fives. Thanks, Nichelle. So that is huge. Guys, that is a really big deal. And that is something to talk about and brag about. 400 coaches on our team. We started the year at less than 250, and it's only February. That is something to be said. We've added 78 coaches so far this month, and this month is nowhere near over. Let's talk about some announcements, and then we'll dive right into the team call. So announcements, the Diamond training, the next one starts on March. Yep, I should have had this prepared, and I did not have this prepared. March 21st. You must have your Emerald locked in by the 17th. If you are already doing the Emerald to Die training, you cannot join the next one. Not how it works. So if you are not in the current one, you can join the next one. Let me talk a little about this training. We have 28 coaches in this training. 2 have already ranked advanced to Diamond. To me, those statistics are pretty damn good. We already have coaches that are so close to Ruby and so close to Diamond. I predict we'll have 5 to 8 new Diamonds by the end of this training. It is a $10 buy-in. And why do I do that? Because y'all aren't going to invest your money and then not show up every single day. And if you do, then you really must not care about your money. If you rank up, you get a portion of the pot. So for example, there's nearly $300 in the pot. So both Chrissy and Amanda have pretty much made, I think it's like 130-ish just by working their business. It's an amazing training. So make sure you check out the event and the team page. You must apply to be in the training. Please do not send me any money until you are approved to join the training. That's right. We approve people. Sneak peek is this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've only invited 300 people. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. We have 400 coaches on our team, but we've invited 300. I'll let somebody else do the math. And I've invited about 50 of those. There should be no reason why you're not inviting to the training or to the sneak peek. Some people do it a different way. I literally go through the event and I'm like, invite. If they are not a Beachbody coach, they are getting invited to the training. And we'll touch base on that during the call. And then lastly, the new coach training starts on Monday, this upcoming Monday. If you have already done this training, you are not allowed to join back in. I know I sound like a hard ass, but I'm not letting you do a training twice when you should have given it your all the first time. You want to succeed? You show up the first time. I know I sound really tough and some of you may really hate me, but I know what it takes to succeed in this business. It's consistency and it's showing up daily. So that is in the events, in the team page. You must click I am attending or I will not add you to the training. I'm not going to go fishing anybody down, any new coaches. So that starts Monday. Lock in Emerald by the 17th. Sneak peek is this Sunday. Invite. We should have way more than 300 people invited to the sneak peek. All right. Let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the slides because you all didn't come here to watch me. You came here to watch the slides. Let's be serious here. Share screen. Nichelle, can you give me a giant thumbs up if you can see this? Awesome. Thanks, Nichelle. All right, I don't want to mute myself. This thing is like so finicky. I want to press play. All right, tonight we're going to talk about tips on growing your team. I forewarned you, this call is like all over the place, but it has some really great points. If you have any questions during the training, I really wish you guys could see Stilts right now. I know this totally doesn't do with the call, but this dog is ridiculous. Okay, if you have any questions during this, put it in the chat box. That way we can get back to you. So first things first, the first thing we're going to talk about is turning your customers into coaches. I don't know why I said coaching, into coaches. And before I start this, I want to preface with saying, these are my tips. These are my suggestions. I'm rather successful in this business. Like I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not a 15-star. I'm not a millionaire, but I am successful in this business. So when I give you guys these tips, it's kind of like I know what I'm talking about because this is what I do. If you want to do something else, that's completely okay. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but I'm giving you the tips that have helped me succeed in this business. So let's talk first things first is you need to identify your rock stars of your customers. So what I mean is, first off, if you're not doing a challenge group, you can identify rock stars. And if you're not doing a challenge group, that means your business isn't growing. So the first thing you should put a giant star next to is if I'm not doing a challenge group, I need to talk to my upline about starting a challenge group. This is a must-have in your business. And I don't like it when coaches are like, I'm going to start my first challenge group after I've been a coach for 5 months. If you were serious about this business, you started the day you signed up. That was literally the first thing I did. I remember the first day I signed up, I was like, I'm starting a challenge group. I don't care if anybody joins. I don't care if I have permission. I'm doing what I want. And I started a challenge group. So you need to identify the rock stars in your challenge groups. Those are the people that are showing up daily. They're doing more than just a weigh-in. They're motivating others. So for example, Jessica and I run our challenge groups together. We have a really good like bad cop, good cop. You can only imagine who the bad cop is in this situation. If you guess Jessica, you're very wrong. It's me. But I was like, we're out of town. We're in Dallas together. We're not going to be around much. If you guys can really step up, that would be great. And I stole an idea that Stephanie Parks does in her challenge groups. At the end of the day, they all rate how their day went. I was like, I won't be able to post this if somebody can step up. And I had somebody step up every single day and do it. And she was like on it. Like the next day, she's like, this is ridiculous. Only 6 of you posted. There's 80 of you in this group. Like you guys deserve better. You guys should be doing better. And it's like, you better believe I invited her to become a coach today because she's already becoming a coach. Our challenge group completely took over while we were gone. Those are the people that make amazing coaches. Your best coaches will come from your challenge groups. How else do I identify rock stars? They have good results with the program. They love their Shakeology and they keep purchasing new programs. I do not run challenge groups that require a program. I have always said I will never be that person and I've never been that person. I am here to help everyone and anyone. I don't care if they use Herbalife, Advocare, It Wraps. My only rule is if they mention in their group, the post gets deleted. They do it 3 times, they're out. As long as they have a program, as long as they have a plan, then they're allowed in my challenge group. And you better believe I've had people in my challenge group for 3 years that have just bought a challenge pack or just signed up to become a coach. I do not turn anybody away because you never know who will become a rock star in this business. So you need to identify your rock stars. So I'm going to give you guys 2 examples. One is an invite to somebody that's in your challenge group. And the second one is an invite to somebody who already drinks their Shakeology. Again, this is just my suggestion. You can take it with a grain of salt or you can believe I know what I'm talking about because I've been doing this. So here's my rock star invite. I love my Hey Girl. You don't have to use your Hey Girl. To me, it's better than Hey. So Hey Girl, how are you? Look at you kicking butt in our challenge group. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach? You are doing exactly what I do, and I think you would be amazing. As well as helping, yes, see, auto check, whoops, as well as helping so many people keep on rocking that healthy lifestyle. So what I do, I gave her a compliment. I told her she would rock as a coach. I probably built her confidence by doing that. I invited her to the business. I didn't overwhelm her with details. And then I gave her another compliment at the end. This is not scary. And if you are scared of this, you need to read some major PD. This is probably the least scary invite you could ever send, ever. So this is pretty basic. This is pretty easy. And if you're running a challenge group, there is no reason why you can't be sending these messages. Let's talk about a Shakeology invite. So these are to the people that drink Shakeology regularly. You'll have people that are like, no, I don't want the discount. I call them my lifers. I have lifers. I have people that have been ordering Shakeology for 3 years. And I'm like, oh my God, that's $600 you could have saved. But that's okay. Cool. So what does my invite look like? Hey, how are you? You look great. I wanted to reach out to you because I noticed that you're loving your Shakeology. Isn't it the best? It's like liquid gold. Your order is going to ship next week. And I wanted to let you know that you can sign up as a coach. I use that loosely to save 25%. I know I would love to save $16 a month. So I just wanted to pass it along. I'm not giving her a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I'm not saying you have to pay the 16 and then the beach party on the man. And then I'm going to throw you in this group, this group, this group. Oh, and then there's team calls. No. I'm keeping it very short and sweet. Don't word vomit at people. Like, this is easy. And if you have people that are in Shakeology every single month and you have not invited them to this business, you need to start now. When I became a coach, I was like, I'm not inviting people. I make $32 off of them. Why do I want them as a coach and lose that $32? And every single day, I would like to go back to the past Ashley and tell her she's a dumbass. It's not fair to not tell people they can't save 25%. That'd be me like going to Kohl's and them never telling me I could get 30% off. Once I found out, I would think they're really sleazy and I would leave them and I would never shop them again. Why not let people know about this discount? Why not let people know about coaching? You never know whose life this can change. We are not God, so therefore we should not be playing God. All right. Get out of your own head. Seriously, get out of it. You are what's holding yourself back if you're not where you're at in your business. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but it's true. If I go to somebody right now and they're like, I want to be diamond, but I only have 2 coaches, I'm going to be like, okay, are you inviting every single day? Are you inviting more than 1 person a day? I apologize. I'm taking a drink. Are you doing your 3 vital behaviors? Are you on my team calls? Are you listening to my team calls? I don't know if you guys know this. I can see how many views I have on YouTube on my videos, and it's not that many when it comes to our team calls. So somebody's like, no, I'm only inviting like every other day. Well, you need to get out of your own head and you need to quit making excuses and you need to push past those fears. If you're not doing challenge groups, you are literally shooting yourself in the foot. You are putting a huge red flag on your business and bringing it to a screeching halt. Challenge groups are non-negotiable. This is what we do as coaches. We help people. You cannot be helping people if you're not doing challenge groups. I know without a doubt, Stephanie Parks has a challenge group every damn month. Whether or not she wants to do one, she's doing it because that's what she does as a coach. We run challenge groups. Do I enjoy challenge groups? Not all the time. Do I choose challenge groups? Absolutely. You have to do them. And you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I know that's like a really weird phrase, but it's true. Do you think I like inviting? No. Does anybody like inviting? You think I like sending out these invites and be like, hey, do you want to become a coach? No, but I do it because I know I need to do it. I do it because I know that I can't play God and choose who gets invited to this business. I do it because I know my business will not move forward unless I get comfortable being uncomfortable. So for example, this week in the diamond training, my girls in the training had to make a video for YouTube. You think any of them wanted to do that? Okay, maybe like 3. But 95% of them were like, no, I don't want to do this. And I was like, tough shit. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's exactly what this business is all about. Greatness begins beyond your comfort zone. If we did things that were comfortable, no one would succeed in life. No one would get ahead. No one would quit their jobs. No one would travel. No one would reach their goals because being comfortable is just a little box that you stay in and you never leave it. So if you're ready to leave that box, let's just do it. Put one foot out, put the other, and boom, you're uncomfortable. Get used to it. All right. So gaining interest in coaching from customers. There's a couple ways to do this. One is send emails to your customers. You can find their emails in the Coach Online office. You can either do it through the Coach Online office or you can export it to Gmail. I send postcards to my customers every single month. I have over 1,000 customers in the Coach Online office. It's not cakewalk. It's not easy, but I do it. I do it because I need to do it. Do not prejudge. Don't think, oh, this person wouldn't want to be a coach, so I'm not going to let them know about it. Again, we are not God. What if Lisa never invited me to Beachbody? Would my 100 personally sponsored coaches be a Beachbody coach? Would their lives be changing? Would your life be changing? You have to think about these things. You cannot prejudge. And resend that email every single month. So every month I give a tip in my emails. Sorry, my throat itches. I give a tip in my emails. I'll put a quote. I do something, and then I always say at the end, remember, you're always more than welcome to join our team. If you're interested in changing your, continuing on your health and fitness journey and changing your life and motivating others, shoot me a message. I'd love to chat. Again, why is that so scary? It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. All right, I told you this call is everywhere. Let's talk about your ideal customer and your coach. So I can't see your hands, so you can use the chat box to reply. And I want you to answer if either of these apply to you. Do you ever feel like you're doing a lot of talking and posting, but no one is listening? Or you're reaching for customers every way you know how, but connecting with no one? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody at all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, well, some of you being honest, and I appreciate it. It happens. But so how are you going to handle this? So the slide on the bottom is from Katie Hefner. She created her ideal coach, her ideal customer. And I'm not going to go over it because I have way too much to dive into in this call. But you can find it on YouTube. She does a video on it. So ideal customers, your ideal coach, you need to write down your dream clients, your dream customers, your dream coaches. Figure out what you have in common, your hobbies, your traits, your interests. I'm a planner girl. Half of my coaches are planner people. Why? Because I talk to people who like organization. I talk to the planner community. I reach out to those that I have things in common with. I want you guys to create, and I think we've talked about doing this before. I want you to create a fictional profile for this type of person. What characteristics you want. And again, I want you to look at Katie Hefner's YouTube and it'll take you to this Meet Kaylin. And you're going to create your ideal coach, your ideal customer. So for me, I'm not a mom. Do I have moms on my team? Yes. Do we talk about kids? Probably not, because I don't know anything about kids. Am I a cat person? No. Do I have cat people on my team? Yes. Do I talk about them? Cats? No. So my ideal person is somebody who's in their late 20s, who maybe just started a job or really dislikes their job. Newlyweds. I like newlyweds are people that have been married for a couple of years. I want people that love to travel, people that are animal lovers, people that like to plan and be organized. Those are people that I relate to. However, I am never going to exclude someone who isn't a part of this list. So if I have like a mom come to me and they're like, I really want to join your team. I've got 4 kids. They're 18, 15, 12, and 8. I have nothing in common with them. Not a damn thing. But am I going to be like, oh no, sorry, we have nothing in common, so you need to go join under someone else? No, I'm still going to invite them to the coaching opportunity. But I'm going to post towards those that are my ideal customers and coaches. People want to belong. They want to feel like they're a part of something. And if you think that people don't want that, then we got to chat. Literally, think about high school. Like, did you ever want to belong to a certain crowd, to a certain group, to a certain clique, or whatever the heck they were called back then? We all did. Every single one of us, whether it was like, what are they called? Like the Gothics back then, the Gothics, the Preps, the athletics, the cheerleaders, whoever it was, we all want to belong. And even as adults, you still want to belong. Beachbody gives you something to belong to. This team gives you something to belong to. And when you're posting, you need to talk as if you are talking to this person. So when you're doing a post, do you think I'm going to talk about like posting to moms? No. I'm going to talk like I'm talking to dog moms. Like, I'm going to post a picture of Stilts and be like, this dog, like, was up snoring all night. Like, only, like, dog moms would understand why this is so annoying. Or I'm going to talk about how like he did really something stupid outside because other dog moms are going to get that. I always pick on Stephanie Parks because I know she's on my call right now. So Stephanie is going to talk about like how she fit in her workout, and she is a mom of 3, and she still found the time in between cooking dinner, doing the laundry, washing dishes. She still found 30 minutes to squeeze in her schedule. If Stephanie is not talking to moms in her post, then she's really missing out on a vital part of her niche. You have to talk to people that you attract. You have to, hands down. Remember, people just want to belong. So when you're posting, here's some examples of posts you should be recognizing your challengers and your coaches. That means when your coach ranks up, you shout it out on your personal Facebook page and you tag them. 1, this shows them that your coach is amazing, and 2, it gives them something to belong to. You're recognizing challengers because it's not about just the coaching opportunity. It's about the weight loss. It's about the milestones, about the non-scale victories. You recognize this. Talk about the vacations. You better believe I talk about Dallas. You better believe I'm going to talk about the cruise and every other darn trip I'm taking this year. Talk about the friendships. For those that went to the retreat, if you follow any of us, our posts weren't about the training. It wasn't about the pictures. It wasn't about the rock climbing. It was about the laughter. It was about the dub smash. It was about Jenny Merzlach falling on her butt while we were doing a dub smash. It was about us hanging out and drinking wine and laughing so hard until we cried. It was about the friendships that we created at the retreat. People want to belong. And if you're just talking me, no one wants to belong to that. Talk about your income in a non-tacky way, i.e., did you pay off debt? You better believe when we paid off my car, I talked about it. You better believe when we paid off our 2 student loans last year, I talked about it. Did you buy something that you normally couldn't afford? Did you redo your kitchen counters and your Beachbody check paid for? Did you get to book a vacation and your income paid for? Talk about that and talk about the life by design. I talk about it all the time. If I want to get out of bed at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get out of bed at 10 o'clock in the morning because this is the life that I designed. If we want to go away for the weekend, guess what? We're going to do it. So my sister-in-law had her baby, Ava Marie, my niece, on Tuesday. And I had a lot of people message me and I was like, I'm sorry, my sister just had a baby. I'll get back to you when I can. If I was working 9 to 5, unless I took a personal day that like got docked, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd have to show up to work and be like, I'll come see my niece later because I have to answer all these emails. But that doesn't happen because I live a life by design. I was able to stay in Dallas for an extra day because I didn't have something that was like pertinent to me coming back. I could do it all through my phone and all through my computer. You need to talk about these things. This is what Beachbody is about. It's about the weight loss. It's about the challenges. It's about our coaches ranking up. It's about the vacations, our friendships, the income, living the life by design. It's showing people that they can be a part of something so much bigger than just a workout or just Shakeology. For me, yes, Beachbody is about the workouts. Beachbody is about Shakeology. Beachbody is about the weight loss. But Beachbody is also about the friendships. It's about being able to travel 7 times in a year. It's about me doing things I never thought I could do. It's about me being able to take my coaches on a retreat and spoiling them with a photo shoot, pizza dinners, extra wine because we went through way too much, rock climbing. I couldn't do that without Beachbody. No way, no shape, no how. So if you have figured out what I'm preaching about, people want to belong, and this is a way to gauge interest for people that want to join Beachbody. So recruiting or sponsoring. I told you this training is all over the place. So like literally it all goes together in some way, shape, or form, but it's legit all over the place. So let's talk about recruiting. First off, it's not recruiting. We are not a sports team. We are not some corporate place looking for new interns. We are sponsoring. You have to change your language. When I talk about recruiting, it makes me sound like an icky boss. You are sponsoring coaches. Sponsorship to me sounds like a coach, a friend, a mentor. So get the word recruiting out of your head because it sounds ugh. That's what it sounds like to me. And we're going to use the word sponsoring. You are sponsoring new coaches because you are mentoring them. You're creating friendships. You are coaching your challengers. You are sponsoring. We are not recruiting. We are not a football team. So let's get some tips on sponsoring. First things first, you will not be successful unless others are successful. So what do I mean by this? So today, I don't know if you guys saw on the team page, I know a lot of stuff's going on. I am now a 4-star qualifying coach. That didn't happen, or 4-star diamond qualifying coach. That didn't happen because I added all these coaches. It happened because I led my coaches and I trained them and I taught them what they needed to do. I gave them the tips on how to be successful, and they're now duplicating what I taught them, and they're now successful. That's a big deal. On your post, don't make it me, me, me. There's a country song. I think it's by like Trace Adkins or something. And it's like literally the song's called like All About Me. And it reminds me of so many memories growing up. But it's true. No one wants to be a part of something if it's always me, 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 me. Like, I love you guys. But like when I post the leadership board and I'm like, say congratulations to the team, nothing irks my chains more when someone's like, well, I'm not on there. I made Success Club 2 right now. And I'm like, I know, but not everybody's on this board. Can we congratulate everybody else? People don't want to feel a part of something if it's all about you. You have to make it about your team, about this environment that you're in. You are a part of something, and I won't go down that rabbit hole because I know that I already talked about that for like 5 minutes long. They just want to be long. So I need you to take a look back on your post. And we did this at the retreat, and we switched phones with people for 5 minutes, and they critiqued our Facebook. Do that with a friend. Do that with a spouse and be like, what do you see when you look at my Facebook post? Is it just me, me, me? Is it about my challengers? Am I talking about the team? Like, do you see more than just me? Remember, when you add new people to your network, which you should be doing every single day, they're going to be watching you. People have the option to delete you if they want. And you're not going to really notice unless you're like keeping this like awesome, like super organized list. Mayor, you're like ruining my headphones. So make it a part of something. Be enthusiastic. How can others be excited about something if you're not? If you are not excited about coaching, if you are not excited about this opportunity, you can't expect anybody else to be. Do you think I have bad days? Yup. Do I post about them? No. The minute you become a coach, I better not see any political rants, any like, I went to AT&T and they were so rude and I'm going to post it on Facebook because I want the whole world to know. People are now looking up to you. Facebook is no longer a venting session. Facebook is gone as your venting session. If you're having a bad day, turn it around and make it inspiring in some way, shape, or form. But you have to be excited. Trust me, I have my days where I really want to kill somebody. But I'm excited. I'm excited in the team page. And I go to the people that I know I can vent to, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to kill somebody. But I'm going to talk to you because I'm not going to post on Facebook. Be excited in your post. Be excited in your challenge groups. If you are not excited in your challenge groups, it's going to reflect on the rest of your challenge group. If I went into my challenge group, I was like, oh my God, I wanted to put my pants on and they didn't fit. So I cried, and then I ate a whole carton of Ben and Jerry's, and then I have a slushie, and now I feel like crap. How do you think the rest of my challenge group's going to react? They're going to be like, oh, well, if she's doing it, I'm going to do it too. I'm not saying you can't have a bad day, but you're a coach. People look up to you. So you have to be excited. Last is you have to be selective on the info you give them. So if somebody comes to you and they're like, I'm really interested in coaching, can you talk to me about it? Some of your replies can be like, oh, I'm so excited they want to become coaching. So it's a challenge pack. If you buy a Shakeology in a program, it's like $140 and you get the 40 wave. But if you don't do that, you can pay for $140. But then the next following month, it's going to be $16 a month. But then you can get your Shakeology for 25% off. Oh, and then you need to get Beachbody on Demand. Oh, I'm going to throw you in this training and this training and the team page and this team page. Oh, and our calls every Thursday. Whoa. Did I just give you a headache saying all that? I can't see anybody's faces, but I can only imagine like Anna's probably laughing at me right now. Way too much information, like word vomit galore. When somebody says, hey, I want some more information on coaching, what's it all about? My response is word for word, always, hey, I am so excited you want to learn more about coaching. This opportunity has completely changed my life. Coaching is literally whatever you want it to be. You want to sign up for the discount? Great. We get 25% off. Like, hello, like I do enough shopping with Beachbody now than I ever needed to do before. You want to build a business? That is amazing because we have amazing trainings and opportunities for that to happen. We don't require any quotas on sales. You don't have to keep inventory. You don't have to ship anything out. It's literally whatever you want to do with this business as long as you take care of yourself and put yourself first, because that's what Beachbody believes in. What do you think? Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? I didn't tell them about the $16 fee. I didn't bring up any prices. I didn't word vomit. I literally explained what Beachbody was in one simple paragraph. That was it. Now, if they're going to ask me more questions, say, yeah, I'm going to give them more info. But word vomit is the quickest way to scare somebody off. And secondly, use combo clues to know which facts to tell them. So I use this example at the training. Emily is a fact person. So when she signed up to become a coach, I literally messaged her. I said, look, I know how you roll. Can I just give you everything you need to know on what you need to do to rank advance your business? She's like, yeah, absolutely. So I literally word vomited. I told her about Success Club, Emerald, Summit, how to earn her ticket. I literally told her everything because I knew she could handle that. There are some people that cannot handle that and they need to take it slow and steady. So be selective on the info that you give them. If you've ever had a coach interested and it's like crickets afterwards, go read your conversation and be like, crap, I probably word vomited and now they're really scared and I don't know what to do. Message and be like, hey, I am so sorry. I probably bombarded you with information and I apologize. Do you have any questions? What would you like to achieve from Beachbody? It's okay letting somebody know that you did something wrong. We're humans. People enjoy it when we fail because it doesn't make them think that they're any worse than us. They think, oh, she's human. She's on the same level as me. Cool. All right, let's talk about posting. You can't just talk about being a coach like to somebody. You have to post about it. If you want to attract people in the business, you have to post about the business. So you should be posting about the business at least once a day. And no, I don't mean every single day. I want to say, hey, I'm now looking for 3 to 5 coaches to join my awesome team. You should relate the business in your post. So for example, I posted about the sneak peek today, so it's not a good example. I posted about coming back from Dallas yesterday. And I talked about how this business has changed my life. Every single day, you should be making a post, or at least a minimum of 5 days a week, on this business. Once a week, you should be doing a call to action for people joining your team. But you need to relate your post to the business. You need to know that people have an opportunity for them. So something I want you to do is I want you to make a list of all the things that attracted you to coaching or that you think are cool. So some things I had is I liked being around like-minded people. I want to be around those that liked health and fitness, that really cared about what they put in their body, that they weren't like, oh no, I can't drink the Shakeology, but I'm going to go to a Big Mac because it has 5 ingredients in it that are all crap, but Shakeology is too many. I'm not going to take the time to learn about it. I don't want to be around those people. I want to be around people that wanted to get healthy. The discount. I don't know about you guys, but I love the discount and I own way too many Beachbody things. The kick-ass workouts. I used to go to the gym like 2 hours a day and never saw any results because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And plus, if you work out 2 hours a day, that's really bad for you. The accountability and the support. And like I said in the team page, if you're only talking about money, ignore this part, but the income. This is my livelihood. This is changing the future for me and my family. So those are the things that I enjoy talking about this business. I'm going to talk about those. And then every time you get an objection, post about it. One night I was chatting with Jessica Whitaker, my boo thing. If you were at their tree, you totally would get that. And she's like, so-and-so doesn't want Shakeology because it has this, like has something or another. And she went with this. And I looked up the ingredients. I was like, shit. Oh, more shit. Like it was a horrible, horrible shake. But I couldn't post about it at midnight. So I legit saved my post and I posted about the next day. And I was like, and I literally even said something along the lines like, you get what you pay for. If you want to go the cheaper route, you're going to get something, a bag that is like basically a chemical shitstorm. You get what you pay for. So do I get money objections? Nope. Do I post about money objections? Yep. You get objections, you post about them. The more you post about them, the less you get them. That's why when you guys are like, Ashley, I'm having a money objection, help. I'm like, I can't help you because I really don't get these because I post about them. I thought you guys would like the Ryan Reynolds. I can't even think of this guy's name. Is that bad? I don't even know his name. All right. So some sponsoring tips. I actually went through this a lot quicker than I thought I would. First thing first, never give up. I said no 5 times to this business for an entire year. And you know what's really funny? You know how like on Facebook it says like on this day? There was like an on this day where Lisa's like, you'd make a really great coach. And it's like, yeah, that's nice. Like leave me alone. I wish I would have said yes sooner. I really did. Stephanie Parks, she took quite a few months to decide to do this. And I literally like, I think I just one day was like, just do this. Like, why are you tippy-toeing anymore? Like, let's do this. Marisol, my newest coach, I looked at our chat conversations. We've been chatting since 2014 and she just signed up to become a coach. So never give up. Just because somebody tells you no or not right now, that does not mean they won't be a coach. Don't be pushy. Just be there. Jessica Whitaker, for example, she told me the date she could sign up. We chatted. We kept in touch. She did everything she could before she signed up. She was in my challenge. So the day she wanted to sign up, I messaged her, said, hey, girlfriend, today's the day you said you want to sign up. Let's do this. Now she's a coach. Consistency is key. I know you guys get so sick of me saying the C word, consistency, but it's true. And every coach I ever have do a team call for us, they always say the same thing. If you are not consistent in this business, you're going to fail. If you're not consistent in posting, if you're not consistent in inviting, if you're not consistent in Power, if you're not consistent on Instagram, your link page, or wherever you post, you're going to fail. I don't care if 2 people liked your post. If you're not consistent, no one's going to like your post. We had the honor of having training from Danielle Natoni, Fit and Funky. And she even said, she goes, my first post I ever did still has 0 likes on it. Her posts now get like anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 likes. Why? Because she's consistent. She is no different than any of us. She was consistent in her business, and now she is rocking it. She told me how much she made in a week, and I about shit myself. Why? Because she's consistent. People are watching and people are waiting. People may not comment. They may not reply. They may not like your post, but you better believe they are watching you. I just had somebody that messaged me the other day, and she's like, I'm finally ready to the 21-day fix. I have known this girl for almost 11 years. I invited her to the business 3 years ago. She told me no. I said, that's totally okay. If you're ever ready, let me know. She didn't join coaching, but she got a program, and now she's working on her health and fitness journey. People are watching you. Post to people's questions. So if somebody asks like a question like, how has We Try to Change Your Life? You're going to talk about that. Somebody asks like, what is Shakeology doing for you? You're going to post about that. You have to post to people's questions and objections. Third to 2. They may not replying to your messages, but you better believe they are reading your post. I cannot tell you how many times somebody has liked something or comment as like, and I will literally kind of be like, hey, girlfriend, I messaged you a week ago. Did you get that? Huh? I saw you read it. Message me back. Yeah, I'm going to call you out. You're reading my post and you're replying, but you may be ignoring my messages. Watch what you're doing. Seriously, like watch what you're doing. I can't say that with like any more emphasis. And then thirdly, remember, this is a gift. Do not underestimate the effect of telling someone that they would be good at this. You have no idea how far that will go and how much that will motivate someone for them to believe in themselves. To be like, she believes in me. She believes I can do this. So I'm going to give this a shot. Sometimes people literally have no one in their life that believes in them. And then they join our team and they have 400 people that believe in them. This is a gift. You cannot play God. Nothing makes me more upset when I'm like, did you invite this person today? Well, no. Well, why? Well, we haven't talked in a while and I just don't know if they would be a good coach. That is not for you to decide. That is not up to you. Will you have coaches that quit? Yeah, I probably had hundreds of coaches quit, like literally hundreds of coaches quit. Will you have coaches that are like, this isn't for me? Yes. But they don't know if this is not for them until they give it a chance. You know, when Debbie signed up to become a coach, I literally said, this girl is going to be a rock star. Mark my words. Stephanie was on a call with me. Layla was on a call with me. And I remember discussing afterwards, I'm like, she is going to be a rock star. She is. She's like one of our most badass coaches on this team. I remember when Anna joined our team and she was like, this little, like quiet little girl. I was like, you watch out. She's going to do something. I remember even messaging Anna at one point. I was like, I believe in you. Anna now has 4 coaches underneath her and she has all the odds against her in this business. And she's not stopping. She believes in this. Why? Because she doesn't underestimate the effect of telling somebody they would be good at this. She doesn't underestimate the effect that this could change somebody's life. She is not playing God. So if you learn anything from this call, which I've talked about numerous times, quit deciding who gets invited to this business. Quit deciding who has the chance to hear about this business, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to come to me like, Ashley, Lisa signed up to become a coach today. I am so mad. Why didn't she come to me? Did you go to her? No, I didn't think she wanted to be a coach. Well, sucks to be you. You shouldn't have played God. I know, harsh but true, but y'all should get my personality by now. But it's true. You can't decide who does this. Like I said, you're going to have coaches quit. Your uplines, for goodness sakes, may quit on you. You got me and 398 other coaches that believe in you, whether or not you think it. So that's what I got. those are my tips. We clearly are not struggling on inviting. We've added nearly 200 coaches in 2 months, but there are 400 coaches on this team. Imagine if we each added 2 coaches a month. You do the math. I'm not a math person. Just do the math for me. You can change a whole lot of lives if you get out of your head, if you step outside your little square box, and you start doing the things you need to do. So, does anybody have any questions? I see questions. Okay, let me zoom through these here real quick. Biggest issue is expanding my network. Easy. On your Facebook, it says friends suggested. I go through those and I add them away. If we have a coach in common, a friend on the team, I do not invite them because there is no reason to be adding them as a friend because they already have a coach as a friend. You can go to the space on your Facebook. Let me just do this share screen with you guys real quick so I can just show you. So if you go to Facebook, now look at that 14 notif. Wait, where'd it go? Can you guys see this? Can somebody give me like a thumbs up? No, we lost it. A thumbs down. Lots of thumbs down. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. 14 notifications. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so if you go to your Facebook, you have to do this on the computer and you click on friends. You can go to find friends and you can literally type in the hometown that you're from, the city you live in, the high school you went to, mutual friends that aren't coaches. Like, I'm not going to go digging around mutual friends for us. What's the point? Colleges you went to. Me, I went to 3 colleges and 4 high schools. I got a leg up on people. It gives me all these people that it thinks me I should as a friend. David Pinson, I don't want to be with him, so I'm going to hit remove. It's easy to add to your network. Just do those steps. Easy peasy. How do I approach people I haven't talked to in a while? I start a conversation with them. So I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Your daughter looks adorable, by the way. She is so cute. Also, have you seen my Beachbody post? I don't have time to carry on a conversation for 3 weeks. You may, I don't. I got big goals. I'm not going to talk to somebody for 3 weeks. So I'm going to give them a compliment about their daughter. I'm going to ask them if they see my post, ask them if they're interested. I'm going to go back and tie in another personal fact about this. I don't know where I heard about this. It was on the National Wake Up Call. It's somewhere in this book of notes. But that's exactly what they do. They start with personal. They introduce Beachbody. They end with personal. That way it's just on a sleazy, salesy post. I've never had somebody say, you're sleazy, you're salesy, never message me again. I've never had it. I've been a coach for 3 years. That's never, ever happened to me. So I hope that answers. I'm like trying to go through these questions really quickly. Yeah, see, Paige, we ask a million times. Ryan Gosling, that's him. Thank you. Yeah, see, word vomiter. We all are word vomiters. Toby Keith, yes, that was the song. All right. Does anybody have any questions that did not type out any questions? You may have to like unmute yourself because I have 2 full screens of you guys. Heck yes to almost maxing out a team call. Who took Energize besides me? Anybody? I save one on my phone, Ashley. So like my hey, I obviously don't send the personal thing. That'd be really weird if I sent a message to Stephanie, like pretend she was a coach. I'm like, hey, your son's so cute. You're like, I don't have a 3-year-old son. You're a really weird person. What are you talking about? So I'm going to edit that part out. My notes are full of notes. I have the script on what I tell about the 21-day fix. I have the script on the sneak peek. I have the script about becoming a coach. Your notes in your cell phone are going to be your BFF. Like, it's my favorite thing in the world. And I just learned something new that I had never thought of before. If you have an iPhone, I know nothing about Android. I never knew you could like really title. So before, like my notes were like all over the place, but now I have like workout hashtag. I don't know what this is. Sticker ideas because I'm a planner girl. But like I literally title my things. So now I don't have to go through anymore and be like, all right, 21-day fix, where are you? So yeah, save scripts. Do not be afraid to save scripts. They're going to be your best friend by saving them in your phone. Obviously personalize them. Like as you go through people, like I said, I have made the mistake where I'm like, hey, I'm so excited. Like you're having a new baby. Congratulations. And I sent it to like a guy once who's like, did I miss something? I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I sent that to the wrong person. Like I like accidentally clicked on it and totally played it off. Act stupid. It like totally will work. Okay. So I would not share the sneak peek in groups. It is kind of tacky and it will get you kicked out. So like I'm in a bunch of planner groups and I would never post about the sneak peek. I'm just very active in them and people come to me because I am active in them and I add people to my network. But yeah, don't post the sneak peek in your Facebook groups like that. That won't go over very well. You guys ask questions. Do I have anybody else have any questions? Anybody? Somebody has to. Yes. Thank you.
I have a question.
Oh, whoever's had that first, go ahead. No? Somebody, okay, we'll go to Nichelle, and then the person that had a question, you can go after Nichelle. What's up, Nichelle?
I think we talked about this at the retreat, but when you say post about your business at least once a day, is that the inviting part, or is it just posting about why I like to be a Beachbody coach?
So you could do like once a week where you're inviting, or
Mhm.
sometimes what I do, and I think I learned this on a national wake up call somewhere. Like literally, if you guys saw my notebooks, you'd be like thinking I'm insane. I'll talk about how it's changed my life, and sometimes I'll put at the end like, if you want to know more, just like this post. And I'm going to message those that like this post. It's a really good tactic because a lot of people like post and they're not even paying attention. So then you kind of introduce it with them without them like really knowing. But I do once a week. I do invite to the business. And who was it? Janelle Summers, I think, that said on the National Wake Up Call. Those may be your lowest traction posts, but you have to do them because it is going to be seen by some people. So what I would do is 4 times out of 7 days a week, I would post on how this has changed your life. What has
Okay.
it done for you? Does it give you self-confidence? Does it make you feel a part of something? Did you get to travel? Like, what did it do? And then at least once a week, say like, hey, I'm looking for new coaches that are like ready to make it happen, ready to change their life. Like, obviously do a little bit more in that post, but absolutely. Does that help, Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody else had a question. I think they muted themselves.
Yeah, that was me.
Hey, Morgan. Morgan, can I just say this girl is a rock star. She's in like her, is this your first month of coaching, Morgan?
Yeah.
First month of coaching, she's at Success Club Tennis. I added like 6 coaches. Watch out, ladies. She's coming. She's a rock star. All right. Now that I've like boosted your self-esteem for the night.
In the part where you were talking about sending emails to customers,
Yep.
you said to resend every month. Does that mean just people who you've approached before, or people who are just customers buying it and not as coaches? What exactly did
Those
you
are
mean?
people that are in my coach online office. So once you hit Emerald, you get like the leads. If you hit Success Club and whatnot, and anybody that buys from you, like I said, I have like 1,000 people in there, which is just ridiculous. But I email them every single month. I haven't done it in a while. Don't shoot me. I'm going to start doing it because I'm telling you guys to do it. But I email them. I usually email at the beginning of the month. I let them know what the specials are for the month. Like, hey, like Monday or Tuesday when 22-minute hardcore comes out, I'm going to send a mass email. Be like, hey, this new program's out. Like, this is super exciting. Here's the YouTube video. This is what it's on special for this month. I try to give them a fit tips. That way it's kind of like useful. Like, you should drink so much water a day, and this is what water does for you. I usually put a quote on the end because I love my quotes. And I always say, if you want any more information about joining our team, please let me know. I'm always available. And sometimes I'll even add in there and be like, our team's currently ranked number 83. Like, we're doing great things this month. If you're ready to belong to something, like, feel free to message me. Have I gained coaches from this? Maybe 1 or 2 in the 3 years. Have I had people that buy new programs? Absolutely. Have I told thousands of people every single month about what coaching is? Heck yes. I am in their back of their head 24/7, whether or not they like it. So those are just those people that are in my coach online office. And you can do the same thing. So something I recommend for people that do challenge groups, if they're free, have them sign up for a free membership through your coach online office. Even if they never buy anything from you, they are now in your coach online office. You can now send them emails. Now, if they ever want to order something, they are underneath you and no one else. And this is like my way of saying, like, you never have to buy anything, but you're just going to sign up for a free membership and I'm going to send you monthly tips. If you ever do newsletters every month, do them. Like, that is a great idea. So I totally went off on a tangent. I'm so sorry, Morgan.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Laurel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely posting your challenges. And I think I meant to say that if you are not posting about the sneak peek in your challenge groups, you're just doing a disservice. It is your challenge group. You are a Beachbody coach. There is no reason why you should be ashamed about posting about a challenge, a sneak peek in your challenge group. Every time we do a sneak peek, I post it in my challenge group and I post it in my fit club. Every single time. If people don't want to talk about it, guess what? They can leave your challenge group because you are a Beachbody coach and this is what you do, and you should be inviting them. It's really easy, Katrina. Set it up on the Coach mobile app. Grab their email, set it up, skip purchase, it's free enrollment. That's really all it is. Like, I do it on my Coach phone all the time. Anybody else have any other questions? I know this was a long phone call, but hopefully, good night, Amanda. Hopefully this really, like, I don't know, either kicked some knowledge. That's the word I'm going for. Knowledge. I need sleep. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody? All right. Like always, what's the app? It's not an app. We call it the app, but it's not. It's called coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. It is a website. You save it to your phone. That is how I set up all orders. I sign up all coaches. No one ever gets my link. I never, ever, 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 ever send out my link. Yes, Stephanie. Yes, Ashley Odenweller. Ashley Odenweller has a question. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Nope, I just muted you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
You're very quiet.
No? Hold on.
I can hear you. You're just a little quiet.
Okay, so you're talking about having them sign up for like the free membership so that they're under you. My only concern is then you can't sign them up for a challenge pack under the
Oh,
Beachbody
yeah.
mobile app. So like I've considered that, but then when it comes time to like turn them
That's a
into a
good idea.
customer,
You can tell I don't do this anymore. Okay, forego that tip I gave you. Forego that tip. Get rid of this tip. But what I would do is I would collect their email. And if you want to do a newsletter every single month, add them to a list into your Gmail so you can send out them in the newsletter so you're introducing Beachbody every single month. So act like we're in court. Disregard that previous statement out of your memory. That's a
because
great-
if you already have their email entered, you cannot use them in the mobile enrollment app.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Good point, Ashley Odenweller. Good point.
Thanks, Ashley Oldmiller.
People are like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Sign them up as a coach instead of a customer.
Who said that? Where are you?
Debbie,
Debbie, you must be on my second screen. Hold on. I gotta find you.
I don't think I'm showing up.
Oh, okay. What? That's so weird.
I've
Say
run
that
into that. I've run into that before too, and I think you can do it if you make them a coach.
Oh yeah, that's the only way you can do it is if they're becoming a coach.
Did I miss that? Because I mean, I wasn't looking at my phone.
No, that's the only way they can do it. So if they've already purchased from you before, you can absolutely use the Coach mobile app to sign them up to become a coach.
Right. Okay.
All right, guys. Like always, I'm going to end this recording. I will stay on and answer any questions. I'll give you guys till like 10:15 to hang out with me. So if you were not on this call, join us next week. You guys are kicking butt. I am so excited. We are doing amazing things, and you guys should be so proud that you're part of this team. And I better get off of here and see like 400 posts about how we hit 400 coaches because that is something to talk about. That is a very something to talk about. coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. If you Google Coach Mobile Beachbody, it'll pop right up. So coachmobile.beachbody.com. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you next week.